Hello, happy 2019. I hope your year is off to a great start. And if you're snowed in like I am, I hope that you are enjoying your day off. So, my name is Lindsey. I'm the owner and founder of MissHeard Media, a media and live events company that empowers, inspires, and emboldens tween and teen girls through our community blog and our live events. I wanted to share with you today another piece of my story because I don't think that I've shared this part yet. One of the reasons I wanted to start MissHeard is because I was a teen girl. I dealt with all of the normal teenage girl struggles, plus or minus a few. It was exciting and challenging and lonely and difficult at times, and I made it through to the other side. Growing up, I was a pretty normal teenage girl. I was an only child. The home life wasn't perfect. My parents did the best they could with what they had. My father could be a very difficult person to deal with. He was also an entrepreneur. My mom worked and she had to travel a lot for her work. So that left me with a lot of unsupervised time. I lived in kind of a rural area that didn't always support the things that I believed in, with people that didn't always get where I was coming from. And to be honest, I could have very easily gone in a different direction with my life. Totally different direction, maybe not a safe direction or a healthy direction or a positive direction. But somehow I made it through high school. I went to the University of Central Florida for college and graduate school. I actually did really well in school. And when I was in college, I was one of the founding members of the Young Women Leaders Program, which matched 7th grade girls in the middle with college mentors. And I really loved it so much. And there were honestly some days it was the only thing and the best thing that kept me coming back to school each semester and coming each day to the program. I really didn't want to let these girls down. They were amazing. I served as a big sister mentor, which meant that I worked one-on-one with a 7th grade girl. My mentee's name was Sadie. So hi, Sadie. If you're out there somewhere, I hope you are doing really well and totally kicking ass. I also served as a group facilitator and eventually as the program coordinator. In this program, I learned so much about myself and I really grew. It made me a better person. It gave me more perspective on some of the challenges that I had faced in middle and high school. It also taught me how to supervise and direct people and how to be a good group facilitator. And I think it's a pretty common misconception that it's easy to be a group facilitator. And let me just tell you, it is not easy to stand in a room full of teenage girls and young women who are all staring at you, who are waiting for answers to their questions, and who are not shy to let you know if you're being boring or you have something wrong. There's always something going on when you're a group facilitator. You have to constantly be in the moment and thinking on your toes and be ready, and it's definitely a skill. And so the program really allowed me to sharpen that skill as well as my leadership and public speaking skills. And in the program, I really learned a lot more about the unique challenges that girls faced back then, which are similar and different to the challenges that girls are facing now. But really, what I learned was that one of the most important things to me as a group facilitator and as a leader is that groups feel connected and comfortable, that they're a community. And when I was growing up, I didn't really have a group of supportive girls. Like I said, I was an only child. My mom worked a lot. We lived in the middle of nowhere. I had one close female friend kind of at a time, but not a group. I didn't feel like the girls in my area understood me, and I didn't feel like I understood them. And that was a pattern that took me a really long time to unlearn. And it was only in my adult years that I realized that we were probably all going through really similar things. So now when I facilitate live events, I want to be sure that the girls understand each other, and I want them to know that they're all speaking the same language. And maybe they don't agree. Maybe their lives look completely different from one another. but ultimately that they understand that they're going through things that every person, every girl goes through, and that they're not alone, and that they have a community. Even if it's just for one afternoon, they feel like they belong somewhere, and that they're welcome, and that they're heard, and they're valued, and appreciated. It's one of the best things about the work I do. It's one of my favorite things about working with teen and tween girls. Even if the groups, the communities only last for an afternoon event, for a week at summer camp, or they spread out over years. I mean, some of our first teen advisory board members are still in communication with each other about 5 years later. It's really amazing to watch. It's one of the best things I do. And it's one of the things that I am most proud of when I host live events. It's a space that I feel like I really missed growing up, like I missed out on something. And it's something I strive to create in every single MissHeard event and on the blog. And it's really hard to describe in words how great it is to watch this play out in person. It's just amazing to watch. And I feel so proud that the girls get it. And I feel so proud that I have helped facilitate this understanding, even if it's only for an afternoon. And that's really what makes MissHeard and me a little bit different from some of the other groups and events that are out there for girls, is that I really want the girls to feel like a community, like they have a safe space to be themselves, and that I'm listening, the other girls are listening, that I understand them, that I value them, that they're appreciated, that no one's going to tell them to be quiet or to shut up or that they're wrong. So, if you want this community for yourself or your daughter, please follow MissHeard on social media. It's at MissHeard Media. Stay tuned. I have some save the dates and announcements coming over the next few weeks. I have a ton of new opportunities, new partnerships that I'm really excited to share. They're on the horizon, and I cannot wait to welcome you into our community. So I cannot wait to see you there. Stay tuned, and you will hear from me soon. Bye.